Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Parallel Parking. Once again, my name is Ricky. Adrian's back there on the camera. Today we are at Buckhorn State Park here in Wisconsin. And we are on this trail right now. We are apparently going to a wildlife observatory blind. We parked just down there, so it's not too far. We just are on the trail, but it's already a pretty cool looking little area. It is sprinkling a little bit, but cloud coverage isn't too bad, and that seems to be moving that way, so it shouldn't hinder us too much. So we're going to keep going down this trail, not quite sure how far that goes, and we shall observe some wildlife as it says. So let's go check it out. Alright, so we're here at the observation blind. As you can tell, it's basically just kind of like a deer stand, essentially. And I'm sure, during random parts of the year, you probably see more around here, like maybe deer and things like that. Right now, the only real wildlife that's around is like 8 million dragonflies, which is really cool. But even without really seeing too much wildlife, per se, it's still just a really cool area. There's lots of these like old, kind of weathered trees, just, give the whole area just a really cool look. And the sun is coming out to greet us, so I think that rain's pretty much gone that way, so we should be good for that. So definitely, worth coming up this little trail just to check this whole area out, and the whole walkway up this way is really nice too. We're gonna cut back onto the main trail that we were on, and it keeps going that way, so we're gonna follow that and then see where that takes us. Okay, well, got up to the end of the trail here, the original path that led from the observation line. It kind of looks like it forks off in either direction, but they kind of just seem to go straight on for a long time, so we think they probably lead towards like the campground areas, because there's not really any kind of a map of any kind to really let us know exactly where we are. But we're going to keep heading back this way, try to find another trail and see where we end up from there. Alright, well, we have come to another trail here. This is the Savannah Nature Trail. This is a little more paved, which is going to be nice for us, because on the way back down that trail, as we got to the very end, we discovered, I didn't have any personally, but Adrian had like 8 ticks just all over the legs of her pants. So again, you're going to want to be careful of that when you're out just kind of in the wilderness, especially since we weren't really off gallivanting through anything. They were just kind of, walking around. So sometimes you can have that, and unfortunately there doesn't really seem to be any kind of flea and tick sort of things for humans yet. So, we've sprayed down with off and everything to keep the mosquitoes away, but you're still going to want to watch out for the ticks. So just be careful of that. We're going to be going down this trail. If you look over there in the distance, it looks like there's some kind of a little observation area, which I'm kind of hoping this leads to, because that seems interesting. And then once we come back around through this, there's another trail just behind us that looks like it leads to a pond of some sort, so we're probably going to check that out as well. So let's go. Alright, well, the trail did lead up here to this kind of observation area. And it's really just a quarter second, and there's just, it goes on forever, and there's birds everywhere, and you can hear crickets chirping away down there. There's butterflies everywhere, and it's really just a gorgeous area up here. And it's not too far off the trail. I mean, our car is right down there within sight, so it's pretty close to where we started. And then I think this kind of loops back around, but This is a really nice little area, especially if you want to come and just kind of relax up here. If you've already been hiking for a while, this is a pretty good little place to just come and kind of relax. But we're just getting started, otherwise we would probably sit here a while longer. But just look at how nice it is. These are bad. These are the ones that were crawling around on here. Not cool. Not cool. Right now we are on the trail to the pond, which looks like we are coming up on right around here. Looks like it's right up here. I see water. Already seen the weird little cordoned off fence area, which we're assuming is to probably keep deer from just kind of wandering wherever they please. And here we are at the pond by the looks of it. Go this way first. Pretty gorgeous little area. If I had a boat, I would just be sitting out there for hours on end. Alright, well that's going to do it for Buckhorn State Park here. All in all, not too bad. Some pretty cool little areas. You know, as far as the actual scenery, you know, the nature view of it, you know, I'd probably give it about like, you know, 7 or 8. The ticks I'm going to give a 0. It's pretty cool at our little, you know, state park. It seems like it's mainly more like for camping and things like that. There's a lot more camp areas and, you know, areas to fish and things like that. So if you're looking for more of that, you know, for camping, things like that, then this is probably a place to go. As far as actual hiking and things like that, it doesn't have a whole lot to offer, but the few little areas are pretty nice. So that's going to do it for this episode of Parallel Parking. Don't forget to like the videos down below and subscribe up top, so anytime we have new episodes, you'll be updated on that. I'm Ricky, Adrian's on the camera, and we'll see you guys next time.